lot of anime comes from manga, that's common knowledge, but not all of it, and not by a long shot. There are a lot of shows that don't really come from any source material at all, but instead are written specifically for the medium of television. Then there are shows that come from video games, and shows that come from card games and novels, and heck, shows that come from other shows. In the last decade and a half, however, another adaptation source has risen high among the ranks in popularity, surpassing just about every other one except manga in prominence. That source is light novels. What's up, anime fans and manga readers? Today we'll be taking a dive into the fascinating world of light novels and highlighting some of our favorite shows adapted from one of these peculiar pieces of literature in recent years. So, as with all things, I think it's best that we start from the very beginning. What better way is there to kick things off than popping the most important question: what exactly is a light novel? Well, it depends on who you ask and when you ask it. However, there are a few common threads that string basically every definition together, key points that just about everyone agrees on when it comes to the subject of light novels. 1. They're a style of usually Japanese literature with easily digestible text aimed at the late teen to young adult demographics, so you know most of them will be right at home alongside our favorite genre of conversation, shonen. 2. They are made mostly of words, but oftentimes there are anime or manga-styled pictures plastered occasionally between pages. 3. Much like manga, they are usually serialized and published in volumes released at regular intervals. 4. Genre doesn't really matter. Action, sci-fi, horror, you name it, they've got it. However, the overwhelming majority of them seem to be fantasy adventures and high school romances for some reason. 5. Forget about learning the titles, they're all at least 2 sentences long. Okay, that last point was a joke, kind of, but not really. It might have been a little exaggerated, but it wasn't too far off from the truth. If you ever come across an anime in the wild with a suspiciously lengthy title that has to be abbreviated just to be pronounceable by the average member of its English-speaking audience, there's a 99% chance that the show was adapted from a light novel. I'll give you an example. Watch! Ever heard of Konosuba? Well, that's just its name in the streets. Its government name is actually Konosubarashi Sekai ni Shukufuku wo Koronai Densetsu. And Oregairu? Yeah, right, that's Yahare Ore no Seishun Rabukome wa Machigateru to you, mister. There's more examples out there, some a lot more ridiculous than the examples I just gave. So ridiculous that even their English translations sound completely absurd. Ever heard of because he was dexterous, he lived on his own. Because of his dexterity, he was able to use all the skills and magic of the higher ranks, making him invincible. I decided to live on my own, but the people around me wouldn't leave me alone? Or how about the critically acclaimed, I was almost killed by the teammates I trusted inside a dungeon and gained a gift called Infinite Gotcha, the level 9,999 comrades, and now I'll take my revenge against my former teammates in the world. That's what you get? And I assure you, those are not the longest titles I have found while doing research for this video. As you might have guessed, the reason why most light novels go along with this frankly ridiculous and impractical trend is to grab the reader's attention as fast and as hard as possible. It's the same reason why the first few chapters of every shonen anime are packed full with action. Whatever grabs the audience's attention gets to stick around for longer, and whatever doesn't gets the publisher's axe. Not every light novel does this, though. We have the elegantly named 86, The Rising of the Shield Hero, and Mushoku Tensei standing as examples of exceptions to the rule, behind their absurdly long titles and the sometimes questionable cover art on their volumes. Many of these light novels hold special stories in their pages, stories that are best told within this specific medium. Once the outrageous opening chapters are through and done with, these stories usually bloom into their own and can stand to rival some of the best manga out there. Due to the extended word count over manga, light novels have the benefit of giving audiences expanded insights into a character's mind and the world they live in, and with the added illustrations mixed in there, not everything has to be left up to imagination. They represent a midpoint between comic books and traditional novels, giving audiences a taste of both worlds. There's a reason why they are so popular as a source for anime adaptations in the modern climate, and you probably already recognize the light novel flavor of storytelling even if you don't quite know it yourself. With that said, we'll wrap up today's video with a quick fire on some of our favorite anime adaptations of light novels. Standouts here, in no particular order, would be shows like Re:Zero, the aforementioned Konosuba, Spice and Wolf, Jobless Reincarnation, Violet Evergarden, 86, Toradora, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Durarara, Kino's Journey, and Oh boy, the Monogatari series. I intend to make a dedicated You Should Probably Watch video for every video on that list and a lot more, so you should probably drop a follow if you'd like to see that when it comes around. Anyway, that's all we have for today, folks. Do you agree with our picks? Maybe there are some other incredible light novels that I forgot to mention. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week, so be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. I'm sorry for my terrible Japanese pronunciation.